As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Here we go! Wahoo! 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 Yahoo! Yeah! Woo! Woo! Woo!
Hello there and welcome to Chris Pollard Live, which is brought to you tonight from the home of Liam Neeson's Cream Cheese Deletion Scheme. We are sponsored tonight by the disorderly conduct of Charlton Athletic fans, along with Piers Morgan's new fragrance, Eau de Salad Cream. We have been funded in part by Electric Kenneth's Well-Dressed Pensioner Alliance, and we have received partial pocketfuls of pennies from Cat Pagger, B&Q's finest feline deterrent, available both as a spray and as a throwable hammer, $3.99. In a week where the government of Equatorial Guinea announced a full nationwide ban on Petit Filou, and the Dorset family revealed why they're sticking it to the merchant bankers via the power of photosynthesis. And in a week where child star little Bryony Lemons hung up her tap shoes for the final time, ready to break into the star-studded world of illegal tobacco farming. Welcome to my humble abode, me casa, to take your shoes off, place them on the porch, for tonight I will be thoroughly pushing my luck with a selection of the following. On tonight's show we continue to strive towards making County Durham a better place, and what better way to do that than to shine a small torch onto the community corkboard to see what services you are offering, along with the many fine things you've put forward to the swap shop. Hopefully we'll be getting you some action when everything's open, courtesy of the connection section, and we will rid the world of crime with LACA. But that's that, and now, here's this. How are you all doing? On this version of the show this evening, I have been asked by the higher-ups to present a more well-behaved, grown-up and mature version of Chris Pollard Live by the senior members of the Officiatory Council of Durham On Air. They said no more puerile stuff, no more lowbrow, we need to grow. My brand of schoolyard japery, it will not be welcome on the air anymore. So here tonight on Chris Pollard Live, we're asking, what's the biggest, smelliest poo you've ever done, and how did it make you feel on the way out? If you want to partake in some civilised debate, please get in touch via Twitter at Durham On Air. Text Studio Plus your tale of toilet terror to 88802, or you can email studio@durhamonair.com. Alternatively, if you would rather communicate via carrier pigeon, please signal the following address to your bird. For the attention of Babs Ringrust, 223 Elephantitis Way, Lower Hopelessness, Leeds. That's all we've got time right now. That's not all we've got time for, because we've still got time for a top 5. Top 5 prison sentences. Number 5, once upon a time there was a faraway prison. Number 4, I'm sorry maitre d', this prison is cold. Number 3, I never got round to watching Prison Break. Number 2, this is the prison of the night. And number 1, I'll see you in prison, Philip Schofield.
Whether you're looking to sell, let, rent or invest.
I don't even know why I'm playing this, because it's time to do the sport news, so let's just crack on with that. You have just heard Rats by Devendra Banhart, by the way. What a cracking song. So many time signatures. Welcome to your sports headlines anyway. This week in football, a transfer deadline day proved to be as memorable as anticipated, where many of the world's top players made a move. Here are a few of those moves. England hotshot Lennon Drizzlecake announced his shock move to Polish club Skimpy Scamp in 1954. When asked what swayed him to Poland after receiving interest from Real Madrid and Barcelona, he gave some sort of answer about deciduous trees and then pretended to be asleep until the interviewer left. Very strange case. Manchester United managed to squeeze in a last-minute deal for Presps Contagious. The 45-year-old centre-half hasn't played professionally for 2 decades, but could prove to be a focal point of United's starting 11 since the installation of his diesel-powered leg, which includes in its workings a small but deadly semi-automatic pistol. Also making headlines, young German right-wing prospect Schuber dive costume leaving his boyhood club of Borussia Munchausen off to top Swedish outfit Stockholm Syndrome for €8 and a pocket full of premium parsley. In other sports headlines, in one-pin bowling, action was relatively close between the top 2 seeds, Pete Cleethorpes and Darren Shevchenko, with all played frames ending 10 apiece. Play has been halted for now and will resume when someone changes the rules of the sport. And finally, in competitive speed heart surgery, the bodies were piling up at the door as world champion Dr. Ian Proper Nice One had a disastrous day live at the CM Sports Surgery Stadium, failing to operate successfully on any of the 9 eager beavers in need for treatment. When asked after the abysmal display, he pinned the day's failure onto being off his chops on nutmeg, end quote. That's all the sports, I'm afraid. May peace reside with you and your second-born. Your second-born. Text studio plus your message to 88802. Just if you want to read out on the radio, that's fine by me. Hope you're doing well wherever you are listening. We've still got an absolute chock-a-block packed full show tonight, including Time Capsule, Community Corkboard, Connection Section and Swap Shop. We are pulling out every single one of those stops tonight, but it's about time. I think that I put my newfound powers to the test in our 1 minute of telepathic bread toasting. I've got my bread right here. Begin.
Mind is a complex tool. Not yet have we unlocked its capabilities. I will toast you, friend.
Forget it. I ain't got telepathic abilities. It's not toast yet. Forget about it. It's blur. What's happening, people? There was Tom Waits with Jockey Full of Bourbon. Before that, mellow song by Blur, Twice. Hope you're doing well wherever you are listening, and however you're listening to Chris Pollard Live. We've still got a cracking show. This is me killing time because I've really been dreading this. It's time to do the time capsule. That's right, 3 items that remind me of today that will, in a future time, bring about a certain feeling of nostalgia and longing for better days. Going into the time capsule this week, some Capri Suns, some candied gums, and Mahatma Gandhi's mummified plums. Thanks for playing Time Capsule. Goodbye. Let's do it. Let's do it.
The County Durham Community Corkboard.
I don't think we actually have a set song for the County Durham Community Corkboard, so let's go with this one. This is the new song for the County Durham Community Corkboard. welcome to the County Durham Community Corkboard, your virtual audio parish council community corkboard. Place your post-its all over it and prick it with pins, it being me. First of all, Dance Like a Crab with Jeremy Pint. Join me on Zoom every Friday and Saturday night from 10 p.m. for our Twilight Crab dancing sessions. Side to side and party all night, snip, snip, snip with Jeremy Pint, £8 an hour. Next up, have you recently accidentally donated a treasured possession to a charity shop and feel as though you shouldn't have to pay to get it back? Why not phone up today for Bloodthirsty Craig's Charity Shop Redemption Scheme? Let us know which charity shop holds the required desirable, and Craig and his boys will ransack the place overnight, grabbing what they can and leaving no witnesses. Your item will be cleaned and discreetly returned to you within 6 working days, along with a lucky dip selection from the other items that were grafted. Call us now on 077 563 29686, and please don't give that number to the police, they have been on the lookout for me. Hey, you there, why not take advantage of Bobby Springthorpe's Salmonella subscription service? For the mere pittance of £16 monthly, I will inform you of all nearby residents who have contracted Salmonella and what takeaway they ordered from when they initially caught the illness. And finally, register today and today only for Lemon Herbgrass's sheep counting service. Did you never get round to finish counting those sheep before bed? Do you find yourself sock on before you can get to a grand total of sheep? Why not hire me, Lemon Herbgrass, to come and sit by your bed? As you drift off into a peaceful sleep, I will pick up where you left off and leave a physical note of the sheep total by your bedside table for you to wake up next to. For an extra £5, I will do it in the nude. No funny business, no time wasters, must provide own sheep / depiction of sheep. That's all we've got at the moment for Community Corkboard, and if you've got a service that you think is going to be handy to the listeners, then please get in touch. studio@durhamonair.com for your email, Twitter @DurhamOnAir. But it's time to crack on with a bit more music now, and I can get my breath back. So here is, I tell you what, I'm going to treat you actually, before we have this next song, I'm going to treat you to a fresh batch of new adverts.
It's time to brighten up your wardrobe with a new pair of boots or shoes from Scorpio. We stock a fantastic...
Listen to Chris Pollard live. Great music, irritating presenter.
I'm doing about my head!
The connection section. Oh.
Welcome to the connections section, people. Hopefully tonight I can get you linked up with a bit of action, a bit of dinner, somewhere to dip your bread in. First up tonight, take me out and feed me chips, says a voluptuous, no instructions required, 36-year-old redhead from Scarborough. Full of courage, whimsy and playful adjectives, I'm looking for someone to be the cheese to my gravy and to smother my misbehaved shaved lady shapes. Must have a trade and own van. Next up, lovable rogue, 89, from County Castleton, seeks 19-year-old dust enthusiast with a keen eye for decrepit life forms and corpses. Come and warm my heart, he writes. Please, please, my heart feels cold. And it sort of stops there, it sort of careers off the page, but that's... Get in touch if that interests you. I can't see many people going for that one. If you've got the junk in your trunk, then try a date with Jonathan Funk. Disco extraordinaire and one-time contestant on Family Fortunes, the Funk Man is back on the market after the mysterious fire. I'm looking for good times, cheap wines and untraceable crimes. My Mrs. Perfect is blonde with dark leg hair, offensive and a gambling addict. Please get in touch now to take advantage of my predominantly Mediterranean features. And finally, James Bond lookalike 43 from Houston is seeking a man who likes his women suave, sophisticated, and that strike a startling resemblance to Pierce Brosnan. I am not Pierce Brosnan, but you will think I am when we meet, and I will probably have to sign a few autographs here and there should I accidentally sully the good reputation Mr. Brosnan has spent decades building and maintaining. She adds, I will do out rude with you as long as it doesn't stain my tuxedo or my gun. So that's all the postings we have so far in Connection section. So if you want to get in touch and hopefully satisfy some of these openings, then by all means you're free to do so. Text 8802 Studio plus your message, or you can tweet at Durham on Air should you want to partake in tonight's festivities any further. Turn that up there because I didn't know what to say. So let's just listen to the Stranglers instead. We seem to be doing that a lot recently, but I'm really quite keen on it. Wherever you are listening, I hope you are listening nice and tightly, because coming up very, very soon, and by soon I mean a few seconds, we've got some industry secrets that I've picked up from my many days sneaking around circles of celebrities or something along those lines.
Did you know?
Did you know? Did you know that Posh Spice was originally called Cardamom?
Did you know?
Did you know? Did you know Bruce Springsteen refuses to acknowledge the concept of centrifugal force?
Did you know?
Bit of a strange one, that, Bruce. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know that the crew toilets on the set of Bridgerton needed cleaning every 8.5 minutes?
Did you know?
Can only imagine. Did you know the late Johnny Cash owned a guitar that was primarily made of human misery?
Did you know?
Did you know? Did you know? Office co-writer Stephen Merchant no longer wants to work with Ricky Gervais. So he's alright with me. Go on, Stevie boy.
Did you know?
I really don't like Ricky Gervais. Did you know? Roger Daltrey of The Who spent many of his formative years strangling oysters by the bayside.
Did you know?
Oh, well, a young man ain't nothing in this world these days.
I'm just a big fan of both of those shows. It's Wednesday and Thursday. We are here on Durham On Air to get you through that midweek by any means necessary. Now let's just have a little look at some of the things that are on telly. On this week, I've only got a couple of these. On this week on TV, this is things I'm going to be watching anyway. Wacky collared baldman Harry Hill, he's fronting a documentary on Britain's top 50 happiest serial killers. On More 4, we've got archive footage of a young Anton Deck in Screwfix Entertainment's How to Defrost Your Fridge Using Your Elbow and Your Nan. Up next, Greg Davis, Master of Tasks, returns this week to present The Litter Where I Live, a 48-part series detailing fly tipping in Greg's hometown of Lower Sphincter. A closer look at my favourite mackerel by acclaimed US novelist Dean Koontz. That apparently is quite a gripping watch, where I've saved my pick of the week for BBC One tomorrow night, who, thank God, this is where I pay my licence fee. They're showing a back-to-back helping of Don't Leave That There, Put That Back Where You Found It, which stars 2/3 of pop band Genesis, so I'm going to be all over that. Not Phil Collins. So that's just a couple of the picks I've got on Series Link, and I hope I don't Series Stink.
Chris Pollard live on Durham on Air.
What's up, homies? That was Friction by Shame that you just heard, and we are careering towards the end section of tonight's Chris Pollard Live, and we will be, of course, back tomorrow at 7 p.m. for more of the same silly old rubbish. But I hope you have enjoyed the rubbish that has been presented tonight on quite a polished silver plate. But I'm afraid, as you can tell by the quite somber tone in my voice, that it's time that we take a little trip over to read the most recent bulletin from the Live Active Crime Association, or LACAIR. Police and local council figureheads are warning all residents of County Durham to be aware and wary of local tarmac scrutiniser Marek Popular. This has been the third straight week now that Popular has been caught red-handed and blue-mouthed, critiquing the new surfaces that have been laid on Little Bottom Close, Rastafarian Avenue and Charles Manson Boulevard. If you see this man approach your drive, do not approach under any circumstances, for he has been previously convicted for offences regarding potentially dangerous breath stink. Top police brass D.I. Chalmers has today put out a tweet advising any motorists to take one for the team and mow him over at the soonest available opportunity. But I think he was drunk when he did that. It was 3 a.m. and it's since been deleted. I think it's best to just pull over and try and knock him out. Stay vigilant, residents, and let's keep this county completely clean of crime. Here's Kevin Ayers with A Stranger in Blue Suede Shoes. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Britain's #1.
There was Connection by Elastica. What a tune, what a throwback to my childhood, the days of Trigger Happy TV and that sort of music being in the charts, you know. But enough of me gabbering on about my childhood. Let's talk about you, the people, and the things that you have brought to play in Swap Shop. Okay, welcome to the Durham On Air Live, Chris Pollard Live Swap Shop. First up tonight, Jeffrey Backdoor has been straight in touch with Swap Shop, wanting to offer up his extremely rare unopened bag of left-handed crisps. They will come in original packaging along with instructional manual and inaccurate map of Paraguay. This is a very valuable item, so he's looking to swap for an exact size mould of Jeremy Clarkson's head with a hole drilled into it. He adds the hole is not necessarily required, but if possible, can you make it large enough to pass a small can of Red Bull through it without too much friction? Our next entry is from a Mrs. Turtleneck Johannesburg, age 21, wearing a size 4 slip-on at time of writing, who is desperately searching far and wide for any satanic depictions of Robert Kilroy's Silk. A big fan of Silky in his heyday, along with a soul-binding contract of devotion to El Diablo, she feels any such portrayal would complete a collection that has been described by her sister Julie as alarming. In return, Miss Johannesburg is willing to swap any 3 of her favourite Mussolini costumes, but not the one with the assless chaps. Next up, we've got a set of quite dirty pencils, said to have been sharpened by Chris Daytona and his amazing internal pencil sharpener. In return, he's looking for any way to bodge his next tax return. Do you know what? I'd steer clear of that one. That's devious. And finally, Ryan Horse Whispers is offering to pay his entire retirement fund, savings and holiday spendos to anyone who can rid him of the image of Simon Cowell while he becomes intimate with his wife. This has happened to the last 3 wives, he said, and I can't let the pop mogul and talent show icon Cowell burn down my world again. We've all been there, Mr. Horse Whispers. We've all been there. If you've got anything that you can help out with on that edition of Swap Shop, you've still got 10 minutes to get a message in at Durham On Air on Twitter. But here is the Babe Rainbow with Peace Blossom Boogie. See you soon. Peace Blossom Boogie there by the Babe Rainbow. Absolutely lovely, lovely way to start rounding off tonight's merriment here on Chris Pollard Live. Oh, hasn't it been a nice one? And I hope you've enjoyed it wherever you have been listening. But the night is not over, although I do have to sadly press this button. But still to come tonight, don't you worry, because we've got Tim Willett coming up right away with late night hits. And then we've got the Punk Corner with Fox. So put your seatbelt on, because it's only gonna get louder. But until tomorrow, 7 p.m, same place, same time, Chris Pollard Live shall return. Love you all, kiss you all, and if you give me a drink, I might even squeeze you all. Here's Squid with the Dial. I'll catch you tomorrow, whatever, bye.